Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the Guilty Gear Strive 2.0 with the Robo-Ky patch tier list. Yes, this VOD is 2 hours long. No, I did not edit it, nor did I make my editor edit this because it's 2 hours long. But I also, the other reason is that I feel like the context is very important as to where I place these characters. So feel free to check the timestamps out down below to just skip directly to your character because I know that's exactly what you're going to do. But do understand that we do kind of do a little bit of bouncing around and context is important. To understand, you understand? Okay, good, great. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on the post video. All right, get in the video. You know what time it is. Everyone say hi, YouTube. Say hi, YouTube, right now. You're streaming tomorrow at the end of the day. Everyone say hi, YouTube. Say what's up, YouTube. Say how's it going, YouTube. What we're going to be doing today is an actual Guilty Gear Strive Season 5 tier list. The game has come out. We got Dizzy. We got Robo-Ky. We got everybody everybody settled, okay? We got like, ooh, whoa, oh. You know, we're like, this character's strong, that character's strong, this character's weak, that character's weak. Everything kind of settled. Everything's settled. We understand. Let Lord Knight or someone do it. I could ban you, but I'm not because I don't feel like giving you mod back. Everything's settled to the middle. And so it is time to actually talk about who's strong, who's weak, who needs help, who doesn't need help. Please, Bavaba. All right, let's do it. Guys, you know how this goes. First things first. First thing first, we need to establish the tiers. Now, I don't want to make these tiers too complicated, okay? I don't want to make these tiers too complicated. Let's do this. Help me, please. I think that's self-explanatory. Characters in this tier are bad. Truly, truly bad. They're bad. If you play them, you're losing. Right? Now, while I think that there's a very small category of characters here, they exist in ways that they did not exist before. Before, there were bad characters, but they weren't bad. Now, there are bad characters, okay? Now, there are just straight bad characters, all right? Next, let me think. I had this in mind, but solid, but greatly flawed. So characters like this, you can play, right? Low income housing. Okay, that's, yeah, we can't make this too complicated. Solid, but greatly flawed. These are characters you can play, you can perform, you can do fine, right? But they do have problems that you really need to overcome, right? There's a handful of characters here, but honestly, not too many. Once we get past these two tiers, the bulk of our characters are going to be, whoa, back up. The bulk of our characters are going to be here, which is, let me think. The bulk of our characters are going to be here, which is top 16 worthy. You're going to see characters like this. How do I put this video on 2x speed? Let me stop reading comments like that before I put it in. You're gonna see most characters are gonna be in this tier because one thing I will give Guilty Gear Strive credit for is that they know how to balance their game to make solid characters. They have a problem with the higher and the lower end, but I will say most of their characters are really solid, right? So if you're over here, you are good enough to get to top 16 of a major, right? So that's pretty self-explanatory. Next, top 8 worthy. So characters that are top 8 worthy are stronger than the rest, right? Very strong. You're gonna see maybe 1, 2, or 3 of them in a top 8 at any given time. Not like at the same time, but I'm saying like you're gonna see one or 3 of these kind of characters at a top 8 at any single time. If you go on a good run, you can see them at top 8 at any given time. Like, they are strong. This is John Guilty Gear. I feel like if every character was here, it would be a perfect game, right? But unfortunately, we have this last one. Gods among men. These are Guilty Gear Strive. These are the pillars. These are Lale White fame, but we're gonna get into that. Speaking of top 8, did you watch BBCF Eva CEO? I didn't see BBCF CEO. Yeah, was that the one that? No, it was Evo that that Biking had a really good run. Not Biking. That Bullet had a really good run, which is what I'm going to be basing a lot of my Bullet gameplay off. But let's get into it. We're going to start from the bottom, move up to the top. You guys understand the rules, or you guys understand the tiers. All right. Is everybody okay with this? I'll be honest, I don't care. When are you playing Bullet? I'm hoping to play her tomorrow. What if Gods Among Men, it was Gods Among Us? Like Among Us? Okay. All right. So we're going to start from the bottom. Help me, please. Help me. We know. Honestly, one of the worst characters in the game. Right? Don't say Mei for sure. Definitely not. One of the worst characters in the game, if not the worst character in the game. I think that she is horrible. The more I play her, the more horrible she feels. I think that while some of the nerfs that they gave her were absolutely necessary, all of them in tandem are absolutely just too brutal. Like some of the decisions that they made, like how is it that here's one thing, here's a problem that I have, right? This is a problem, okay? She needs like two changes away from going up 2 tiers. Yeah, but she doesn't have those 2 changes right now. So right now, you're absolutely right. I think that there is a world where you can revert. Honestly, if you revert the Rekka change, she's back to being like 2 tiers up. Hello, controller, connect. My controller's not connecting. I'm trying to show something. Don't embarrass me out here. Stop embarrassing me. Help. Oh my gosh. Technical difficulties, chat. Don't say rip controller. Controller wants to play Tokon. Yeah, it's rioting right now. It's like, ew, yuck. What the frick is this? This isn't Tokon. No, it's not Tokon. Wake up, samurai. Why is my Bluetooth device not connected? It's literally right here. My Bluetooth receiver's right here. Did it blow up? There we go. Now it's up. My controller is rioting. It's like, no, we're not doing this. I'm playing Tokon. Okay, we're back. I tricked it. I said, oh, we're good. We got Tokon right here. It's like, really? I'm like, no. Oh, sick. Now I'm just stuck. Why am I? Okay, we made it. And now I'm in the wrong thing. Someone say Riot. They made a fighting game, right? That's what the streets are saying, bro. That's what the streets are saying. But unfortunately, they heard the announcement of Dicko and they were like, we got to get out of here quick. We're losing market share now. We're losing market share now. We got to go quick. Before Abba got nerfed, she was a character I played against and ranked the most. Now Abba players barely exist. Yeah, I think that she was in a good spot. And I will say that if they didn't change anything about her, she was going to be bad, right? So this move is insane. Like, I don't understand how you can make a move. They said, let's take one part of her kit and make it absolutely useless. This move had niche uses, but this is insane. Was always a taunt, to be fair. It existed, bro. It existed, right? So that's one thing, all right? The far slash nerf is also kind of insane. However, I am less upset about the far slash nerf than most people, because I think that her having Soul Bad Guys far slash was kind of crazy, bro. Her having Soul Bad Guys far slash was nuts. If you guys don't know, her far slash was actually one of best in class, honestly. She was able to like kind of just do this in neutral a lot, and it helped advance her forward, right? Now what they did was that they increased the range of it. And so before, it actually wouldn't hit round start unless you like blink dashed it, but now it does hit round start. But it is 11 minus 11 on block, which is absolutely absurd because her cancel options, this is her best cancel option. Her best cancel option is that, right? That's the best cancel option she gets, -5. If you do this, it's kind of annoying, right? You can DPOS it and she only has one option to be safe. Yeah, it's really horrible. It really hard loses to FD because if people FD this on like from a distance, right? Then you're kind of like she's not able to stick to you. And so stuff like this, right? Do you want to be -11 or do you want to be -14? You know, take your pick. Like it's really bad. Really, that's kind of your best option out of a lot of those things, right? The one thing I would change about her This was my last straw. This was my last straw right here. The Rekka was nerfed. Not only was the amount that it built nerfed, which I'll be honest, if there's one thing I'm okay with, is the amount that it built getting nerfed. Because I think that you like straight up losing off of getting hit with 2K, I think that was kind of crazy, right? That was kind of crazy. And that was the best part of her kit. It was literally like, how do you say? If you got hit with 2K, you straight lost, which was nuts. And so now it's like, okay, you have to do one more interaction, but the recovery of the 2K, look at me, I'm holding up. You see the recovery of that 2K? You get no Oki, bro. This is the best Oki you get, which is what? Being +4 in your opponent's face in normal mode ABBA with no good cancel options, or with no good up close options. Bro, I'm seeing ABBA players do this because that's all they got. That's all they can do, right? Sliding 2P is your only throw save option. Yeah, it's insane. It's crazy. So, and then again, this also existing in Jealousy Rage is insane. Because what it ends up doing is that half a second longer that it takes to actually perform an action ruins her gauge. It's already impossible for her to gain it, but now it's a lot more impossible for her to maintain it because everything that she judges feels more clunky. Her combo routes are worse, which, okay, fine. Everyone's combo routes are worse. Her pressure is worse. You can barely get a full bar of Jealousy Rage. You can barely even get a full bar. Starting with 25, it's like, bro, everything I do builds less. When I'm in it, I get less. I can stay in Jealousy Rage less. And, bro, like, I'm gonna do a whole like full video about this, and you know, Laura and I did a video about this, but I'm gonna make one too. This having less pressure, or this having less block stun overall, basically meaning that my opponents can move earlier. This move already had counterplay, right? There was already counterplay to this move. This making it less basically makes it feel like I should never do it. I'm only +24 here. I'm only +24 here. So, okay, fine. I can't skip neutral. Fine. All right. Cool. But I can't skip neutral, and I can't play neutral, and she didn't need the auto neutral. I think that, like, with everything, like, you can say, oh, she didn't need this, she didn't need that, but they took everything that was good, got rid of it. Everything. You can take two things and say, oh, she doesn't need this, she doesn't need that, and you can be like, okay, great, she's a much more balanced character. They took everything that was good and got rid of it. Now she's straight unplayable. If you fight half the cast, right? Half the cast is an unwinnable matchup. And I'm never a guy who like is like, oh, this matchup's 8-2, this matchup's 9-1. I think that people like other pro players, I will say, look at matchups in terms of absolutes. I'm not a guy who looks at things in terms of absolutes. I'm like, at worst, some matchups were 6-4. At worst. Even Abba versus Asuka was 6-4. Right? I dare say it was an annoying 6-4, but now some matchups are genuinely 8-2. Genuinely, right? I'll say her versus Asuka, genuinely 8-2. Maybe 7-3, right? Her versus Kai, 6-4, right? Her versus May, also 6-4, right? Her versus Leo, 6-4. Characters that she used to be able to beat easily are now just straight up 6-4s, bro. Even Testament, straight 6-4 matchup. 7-3 matchup. 7-3 matchup. Bro, 7-3, like, bro, some of these are crazy, bro. So this is literally an 8-2 matchup. It is crazy. 8-2 matchup. 8-2 matchup. 7-3 matchup. Like, bro, you need to pray that your opponent, here's my strategy to win. I tweak out on the other side of the screen to try to bait something out of my opponent, and then I try to either parry something or hit him with it. Character's bad, bro. Character's bad. Worst in game. Like literally, if you go against half the cast, you just straight lose, right? You see Axel just alt F4. True. Now, my question is, Jay, I genuinely don't know how you stream longer than 2 hours. I was completely tired after 1 hour, 30 minutes. It's tiring, bro. It's tiring. It's a lot of work, bro. You gotta. It's tough, though. I ain't gonna hold you. It is tough. Harder than a real job. Harder than a real 9 to 5, dare I say. Okay. Would I put anybody else here? I don't think I would put anybody else here The characters that would be closest to this tier would be Bridget. I think Bridget might be also still pretty bad, but I don't think I would put literally anybody else in this tier. Everybody else seems pretty fine. So solid but greatly flawed. I'm putting Bridget. I'm putting Testament. Who else would I even put in this tier? I think that's it. No, I would put Lucy. And I'd put Biken. And that's it. No, I think that's it. I think that's it. So let's talk about this. Elfelt, no. So let's talk about this. Sin, yeah, I would put Sin. That's the other one. Sin, I would put Sin here. So let's talk about these characters. Maybe. Oh, Faust is so buns. I completely forgot about him. Would I put him there? I'm not sure if I'd put him there. Honestly, I'm not even sure if I'd put Biken here. Biken's better. Biken's worse, but I'm not even sure if I'd put her here. Because Biken still does a lot of damage and she still runs your pockets up close, right? And her Kabady's very strong still, so her neutral presence is good. I feel like as long as you have good neutral, you're fine, right? She has good neutral, and then once you interact with your opponent, she's very good at interacting with your opponent. I don't think I could in good faith put Biken here. Maybe I can order it to put it down here, like her at the worst of this, but I'm not sure if I can in good faith put her at solid but greatly flawed. Let's talk about some characters and maybe I'll adjust them, right? Maybe I can adjust it. Okay, but I was the best character in the game when she's in your face with JR, so this is kind of like a nothing argument. No, but I said Biken has good neutral. So that's the thing, bro. Biken has good neutral. She can switch up her neutral options pretty decently. Does she? She has Kabaddi, which is solid, right? I'm not talking about the actual like the tether. I'm talking about like Kabaddi. Her far slash is still really strong. Her movement is still decent. She's able to box people out. She's still able to surprise people with jump slash, right? Some matchups she does pretty decent about. What is this tier list about? It's just a tier list, right? Bad anti-airs though. I don't know if I really care about that, right? Some characters have bad anti-airs that are still good, right? So I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put her here, but not yet though. Not yet. I wouldn't say yet. Alba needs to get in touching range, and getting touching range is a bit difficult for her. That's true. Maybe, perhaps. We need to call up LK. I mean, I think even LK would say, like, I guess by definition of this, like, solid but greatly flawed, I would put her at the cusp of this, right? I'm okay with that. But I will say that, like, she does do well into certain matchups, like very well. I think with a good secondary, she is like very strong still. But we'll see. All right, let's talk about the characters we do know about. Bridget sucks. The only thing that's still really good about Bridget is that Bridget is still good at getting in your face. Bridget's good at staying in your... Well, no, that's the problem, is that Bridget's no longer good at staying in your face. Bridget has to take a lot more risk. Bridget was very dependent on BRC. BRC being gone was pain for her. Pain, bro. Very very for Bridget. It's brutal. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't reasonably talk about Bridget unless from an unbiased perspective. That's true. Bridget does dunk on Alba, but Bridget into everybody else. You mean Blue Wild Assault, not BRC? Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad. I misspoke. She really needed Blue Wild Assault. Bridget's also still good at being okay. True. She does still make the company a lot of money. This is true. But Bridget dies in 2 touches. Her DP doesn't work. Her neutral is way too choreographed. She literally has a meme move, like the flip without anything. It doesn't do anything. If you're a good Bridget, you're still gonna do good Bridget things, but I will say that you need to be really good at Bridget in order to do the same thing. You need to be much better at Bridget to do the same thing she was able to do before. She does not feel good at all right now. I feel like I can just hold FD, she dies because she'll just try to RPS me, and if I win the RPS, she just dies straight up, and if I lose the RPS, she does no damage. So who cares, right? That's the problem with her. You can still perform, I think, but you're not going to get very far. Testament, all of Testament's pressure is minus. All of it. Every single one of Testament's pressure is minus. There's literally nothing that Testament could do to try to stay in your face. Testament still has really good 2S and a really good 6P. And if you play slow and methodical, you're still able to perform with Testament. Testament is able to control the screen pretty decently. But once Testament's in your face, Testament does nothing. Testament does nothing. Like, as soon as you realize, like, most Testament players try to like force their turn, and you're like, like, no, I don't want to do that. Testament and plus frames haven't been found in the same room since season 4. Yeah, like, as soon as you realize most of what Testament does, like, even this move, I was actually baffled, bro. I was actually baffled. Also, Sile, what's up, man? Your favorite chatter is here. Okay. There's a list. I'll say you're on the list. How high up on the list? I'm not. This is what really blew my mind. I will say this blew my mind, right? This was insane to me. Oh, frick. I still got my green screen mod up. Sayo, I believe in you. You can do it. This blew my mind. Hold up. This move is -2. I thought this move was plus. I really thought this move was plus. I told you. This move is -2, bro. What? What? The fact that move is -2 actually blew my mind. I thought it was plus. It's bad. Testament cannot stay in your face. They're buns. Okay. Yeah. Lucy is significantly, Testament needs to work for 5 years in the coal mines to get 1+ frame. Yeah, that's kind of that's how it feels. I ain't gonna hold you. That is how it feels. What's this tier list, by the way? You asked that twice. I said it's just a regular tier list. Lucy is much better than before, but still sucks. And not okay. Here's what I'll say. Lucy doesn't suck, but Lucy is one of those characters that feels really great when you're playing Lucy, and then like you look up at the health bars and you're like, wait, I did no damage. That's how it feels, bro. When I'm playing Lucy, I'm in a flow state. I'll be honest, she's one of the best feeling characters in the game. She feels much better, but you're like, wait, how come I'm still losing health? Like, you know, that's the funniest thing about Lucy, bro. Like, she has easy access to Guard Crush. Dare I say, one of the easiest access to Guard Crush. Lucy needs to work. So that's crazy, but it's not wrong. It's not wrong. I feel saucy, and then I realize I just took my opponent. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's something. It's something. So that's why Lucy's down here. Literally, it's just a damage problem. It's really hard to optimize with Lucy. Lucy did also need BRC to, I keep saying BRC. Lucy also needed Blue Wild Assault to really milk her damage because of the poison ticks. She just does significantly less damage now. What does Lucy even do with Guard Crush? She's a good strike throw character. I'd say she's an above average strike throw character. Problem is that the strike doesn't do that much damage and the throw doesn't do that much damage. Like, by the time you get the throw, the next hit's gonna wall break. So that's the problem. She's a good strike. She's a great strike throw character. It's just that her strike and throw both do no damage. So it doesn't really matter if you're wrong, right? You have to be wrong 6 times against Lucy, and Lucy's a low health character. So she only has to be wrong twice to just lose. Sin, another above average strike throw character that does nothing with neither the strike nor the throw, right? Does nothing with both strike nor throw. Incredibly resource intensive. Domi was finally right. I will say Domi was finally right. Yeah, this character does nothing. It's interesting, right? You can feel like you're both doing something and doing nothing at the same time. It's impressive, really, how much they nerfed the boy. Like, nah, he won a bit. Yeah, so true, nephew. So true, so true. No, yeah, this character does nothing. It's impressive. The only saving grace is that he actually does very well into some matchups, specifically matchups that like to be up in the air, right? So yeah, that's what I'll say. More stamina with nothing to do with the stamina. Literally, more stamina with nothing to do with the stamina. His far slash is also so unreasonably trash. Yeah, and it's funny because his 2S is not bad, right? When will they make Faust good, bro? The problem with Faust. So yeah, Sin does nothing. We already know this. Same thing. Sin and Lucy have the same problem. Great strike throw characters. They're like, I can get into strike throw so easily. And then me as a defender, I'm like, bro, I don't care if you strike or throw me. I'm like, it just doesn't do nothing. Yeah, I don't care. I can literally sit and hold FD and nothing happens to me. You got to throw me 10 times. I could sit and hold faultless defense for the whole match and like okay, I don't care. Like, go ahead, bro. strike and throw me all you want, bro. I don't care, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Faust. Okay. So Faust always, always, constantly, and always loses to nerfs to system mechanics, and this one was no exception. Faust straight up just lost. Super PRC straight up. Faust is a bottom in tier lists and in, okay. Faust gets nerfed every patch and they didn't even nerf him. That's the funniest part. Faust, honestly, I dare say he gets a lot of buffs. In fact, he got a pretty significant buff here. The buff to his spin, allowing him to actually reasonably do regular combos like everybody else, like post wall break into super. Like, it's like he got a lot of good stuff, man. In fact, every time I fight against him, I'm like, man, this character's a little rough. And then you realize he loses to the same problems. You just mash 6P on him, he dies. You run up to him, mash 6P, set a turbo to it, he dies. Then he starts 2S'ing you, you just block the two, not 2S. He starts 2H'ing you block the 2H and then mash 6P again. That's it. Block the 2H, mash 6P, bro. So he's one of those funny characters where like when he's on the screen, you're like, man, ooh, Faust is rough. But because I will say Faust has a lot of really good screen presence. Right? That's why I run up 6P as Faust. Yeah, and then like he fights somebody with a good 2S and then dies. Like Faust players have to play like there's a bomb strapped to their chest at all times because quite frankly they can't play any other way. It's a little rough. It's a little rough for the boy. He's always been down here. I don't think he'll ever go up. That being said, I think he's probably better than the rest of these characters. I will say he's probably the best character on this list. He's probably the best character on this list. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm glad we're talking about Faust because I gotta get this off my chest. People commenting on your penny video are insane. Anyone thinks that item toss characters shouldn't be anywhere but bottom tier should be subjected to fighting Lil Wayne for 3 hours. Saying that they shouldn't be, well, Lil Wayne's a good example as to why they shouldn't be top tiers, because if item throw characters are top tier characters, then the game is inherently gonna suffer for it. I will say, like, there are good item toss characters. There are good item toss characters. Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah, there are good item toss characters. We gotta keep them bad. Them and grapplers need to stay bad. Because Grand Blue, we've seen Grappler, we've seen Ladiva as an A tier character, and the game was extremely toxic. And then now we see Lil Wayne as as probably an S tier character, and the game's extremely toxic. We can't have it, man. We can't have it. Teddy was. Teddy's an extremely toxic character. The only thing that's holding Teddy back is the fact that the game itself is explosive, so it doesn't really matter. Teddy does have some straight up hard counters, so not that bad. All right. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room in this tier. The elephant in the room in this tier is, wait, hold on. I'm putting, I think I'm putting Happy Chaos here. I also think I'm putting Venom here. But if I put Venom here, I think I also need to put Bike in here. Because I think that these characters all kind of have the same problem, which is that they are maybe, I dare say there might need to be a tier between this. Okay. I gotta add a row below. The potential squad. This is the potential squad. There we go. There we go. That makes more sense. Now I'm on board. This is the potential squad. Did someone say potential? Yeah. This feels better to me because it's like, I'm gonna just go through the three of them because I feel like the three of them all have the same problem. Happy Chaos, we know why Happy Chaos is here. Happy Chaos needs to pay for his crimes. Happy Chaos is paying for his sins. He's undergoing a bunch of lashings. We get it. We got rid of a lot of this character. Okay, we had to get rid of this character. We know why he's here. We had to shoot him. All right, he's still good, but you have to specialize in the character and only that character. That's kind of what this tier feels like. You need to like be a specialist with this character and have good neutral and have good defense and no matchup knowledge. You need to be a top 0.1% player to do well with these characters. That's why sometimes we see a bit of we see a skew in the results because the people that play these characters are top 0.1% players. But you need to be a top 1.1% player because you need to understand so many things to make them good. And so on average, they're still pretty bad. But we're not even talking about averages. Even then, they're still pretty bad and they have things that can be exploited, right? Happy Chaos feels still extremely strong to some players. But depending on the matchup that he fights in, or depending on the player that understands his kit, you can just run him over. You can't just straight up run him over. He has the same problem as like Lucy and Faust, where he has to hit you like 100 times. He's a lot better at hitting you 100 times, and that's what makes him a lot better than those characters, because he can just hit you 100 times, but he has to hit you 100 times. That's kind of the problem. For Venom, they nerfed Stinger and made his screen clutter better, and I told Arxes personally, I walked up, I said, you need to do that. You need to do that. They said, absolutely, we're going to listen to you. We're going to listen to you. His screen clutter feels a lot more solid. The problem is that his screen clutter still doesn't go anywhere. The problem with Venom is that you really feel like you're doing a whole lot, but the issue with him is that you do a whole lot only in one sector of the screen. And if I, as like somebody who's just defending against Venom, just stay away from that sector of the screen, I'm fine. So that's it. Are you from Texas? No. Yeah, it's just a change of game plan and more neutral interactions. Yeah, and I will say, like, he probably has a better time, like, getting things across the screen. It's just a whole bunch of mids and screen clutter. Yeah, and, like, the thing is that, like, this is kind of reactable, okay? He can make it unreactable, but it's kind of reactable. It's kind of reactable, and at a higher level, it's going to be blocked more than once, or more than on average. And so, unless he's able to like left right you, which he needs to first get a hit in order to left right you, and him getting the hit is itself not that good. Like, he has to hit you to left right you, then he's not doing a whole lot of damage because his combo routes don't do that much damage. They're do much more damage than before, but it's like, you know. Fun fact, I have a 100% win rate against this character with Abba. You know why? Because like his zoning is reactable. So it's really hard to get hit by his balls if you're just paying attention. And therefore it's really easy to parry them as Abba in order to just win the game. So it's like, it's almost as if like he's almost good, but then you realize he just doesn't do much. Like he's not really chipping you out like that. His super, they need to buff his balls. They keep trying to buff his balls, but then people are still realizing like I just don't need to care about him that much. Like I can hold, depending on what character I'm playing, I can literally hold forward and then just kill him eventually, right? Now let's talk about potential woman. Lord Knight made a whole video about her. And the reason why I had a hard time putting her here is because she's still strong in some aspects. She's still strong in a lot of different axes. I just don't know how to get in to fight him. I think that once you learn how to get in to fight him, like the matchup is a lot easier, because then you realize, like, perfect example, this squad is a bunch of knowledge checks. This is the knowledge check squad. This is the knowledge check squad. If you don't know the matchup, you're gonna lose. if you do know the matchup, you're gonna win. Like, this is the knowledge check squad, bro. Because there's a lot of things that they get away with that you're like, oh, dude, it feels very strong. But no, they're just getting away with stuff that you just don't understand, right? She's my preferred pocket pick for Johnny specifically. Yeah, a lot of these characters also do very well into certain other characters, right? Bike and pressure is kind of fake. I think no. Her pressure is good because the thing about biking that makes her very strong. Here's what makes her strong, and then I'll talk about what makes her weak. When she's in your face, you're scared because her throw is really rewarding. Unlike characters down here, right? These characters don't have a problem throwing you, but her throw, when she throws you, you're scared, right? So that makes things like her 5P stagger into like 6K really strong because you do not want to just sit there and get thrown. Because once you sit there and get thrown, she's able to run away with the match. She still does really high damage. She has good damage, right? She is able to convert her throw into high damage and do like 60 to 70% of your health, depending on what she gets. She's able to steal corner with tether. Tether is still something you always need to pay attention to in the matchup. If I'm playing against biking, I'm always looking for tether because that's the thing that I'm going to lose to. If she gets tether off more than once in a round, I'm most likely going to lose. The more I pay attention to it, the more I'm like, okay, I understand where I'm like able to like navigate around it. As you mentioned, tether's a phenomenal tool, but due to BRC no longer being in the game, it's no longer guaranteed. And so because it's no longer a guaranteed option, if I'm like paying attention to it all the time, I'm always able to kind of navigate around it. There are some instances where I'm not able to navigate around it still. I keep saying BRC, sorry. Blue Wild Assault, BWC, Blue Wild Assault. There are instances where I'm not able to navigate around it, but most of the time I'm able to, right? That's why you're going to see biking players kind of sneak it in. They try to sneak it in, right? It's like, you know? But if you move around that tool, then you realize, okay, her neutral's still kind of annoying. BWC, Blue Wild Assault, BWA, Blue Wild Assault, frick. So her neutral is solid. She has a really good far slash. She has a really good jump slash, but her conversions off of it are not as strong. And so even though sometimes you might get clipped in neutral, there are often times you get clipped in neutral and then you're off scot-free and you're like, oh shoot, that was scary. Thank goodness I'm fine. But she most certainly can, like, if you play well with her, she can most certainly run away with the game. Like if you play well with her, she does feel well. She feels good. But I feel like she's a big product of losing to matchups. Like she loses to matchups, you know, specifically like screen control matchups or matchups against like certain projectiles and things like that. Like she also, I will say she also, the nerf to her parry makes it so that you don't care about her parry at all whatsoever. I don't care if you parry me 100 times. It doesn't do damage. You get no Oki. Why would I care? So it makes it so that people are a lot more aggressive against her. Like, I don't care if you parry me. Who cares? Right? I'm no longer scared of pressuring you. Well, even if I'm playing a lower health tier character, I'm not scared of pressuring you. Like, whatever. I'm gonna run up, pressure you. Oh, you parry me? Whatever. I'm gonna do it again. Doesn't matter. She lost her form frame as well. Yeah, she also lost her form frame as well, which characters with four framers like were extra scary. She was a very scary character because of her four framer. Like so the fact she lost that is tough. It's tough. But this is it. This is the potential squad. Okay. I couldn't in good judgment put them up here, but now we're gonna get to where the bulk of the characters lie. Okay, we're talking about top 16 worthy. I'm gonna just put them here and then we're gonna kind of organize them as we go along. I wonder if I need to do both of these at the same time in order to make it a bit easier to judge this. I'm gonna do these two at the same time. Like I'm gonna do top 8 and top 16 at the same time, just to kind of like thin it out so I can really feel it out, see what's up. Actually, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Dude, I'm really gonna have a hard time with him, bro. I'm really gonna have a hard time with him. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, she might be here. we're gonna ignore. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna ignore them. We're gonna ignore them for now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're fine. Pot God amongst men. You guys gotta stop. You guys gotta stop. Okay. You guys gotta stop. Slayer can low-key go down. I feel like this is okay, right? I feel like I can hear the argument for Slayer going down, but you guys gotta be so for real. You guys gotta be so for real. Pot's not the demon you think he is anymore. Can I say it? You're both, what is it called? You're extremely jaded from the last patch. Like, Andros scared you, bro. Andros scared you. Andros struck the fear of Pot into your heart, bro. But he's not he's not the god that you think he is now, bro. He's just not. I'm sorry, bro. He's just not the god that you think he is anymore, bro. I disagree, but we both know I don't play this game. Right, exactly. That's the thing, is that, like, he's just not the god you think he is. I think he's strong. I mean, bro, he's up here. Like, it's insane to me that putting Pot anywhere but the top is downplaying. I feel like that's crazy to me, because these characters, I'm gonna just put them up here. These characters, this is not ordered. We're gonna order it along the way. These characters are clearly so much better than Pot. They're so much better than him, bro. Right? Like, we're not putting these guys on the same tier. Go Lewis is always since season 4, honestly, dare I say since season 3, has always been up here, bro. And we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I don't know about Dickerson, bro. You guys are not woke to gold dick, bro. You're not woke to him. I mean, better than Pot for sure. For sure, better than Pot. For sure. Yeah. When did Milia become top 3? This is not ordered yet, but it might not be that far off. Bro, Milia, okay. We got last distraction, then I'm going back on it. Milia is, you blink and then she became the best in the game. You're like, what the frick? What happened? You blink and then she's up there. You're like, whoa. Whoa, what the? Whoa. What happened? How did we get here? You blinked and you missed it, and now she's one of the best in the game. All right, hold on. Before before we talk about it, everyone calm down for 2 seconds. Calm down for 2 seconds. I need to wrangle you guys up. Let's back it up for a sec. Okay? I just needed to organize it for this group right here. So we're still talking about this group right here. Let's talk about top 16 worthy. Okay. Top 16 is like, your character's still strong. But there's a clear difference between them and the tier above them, right? Maybe they're lacking in some tools. Maybe you just need to play a bit harder in order to do things with them, right? Maybe they might potentially just be a potential squad, right? That's where I think these characters are. In fact, based on that, I might scooch these motherfuckers up. We'll see. But this is still where I am pretty with, because I feel like the gap between top 16 and top 8, the gap is like, it's really gray. I think that the lower end and the higher end is very easy to understand, right? Like, the best character here is clearly better than the worst character here. But once you get to the middle, it becomes difficult. So please take these next 2 tiers with a grain of salt. As we get towards the middle, there's characters that are clearly in these spaces, but then there are characters that are like, okay, I could see them going up or going down. All right, cool. Let's talk about Soul. Soul did get shot. Soul got shot. He no longer has access to his 50/50s. Even when he does his 50/50s, they're worse, right? He does a lot of damage, but let's be honest, they just changed his routes. He doesn't have a new tool. He's the same character with a different tool, right? So he's still a very strong strike throw character, but Lord Knight during his run to Vanquisher, and I kind of have the same feeling, is that, like, it feels like Soul needs to play crazy because he kind of loses neutral to everybody, you know? That's kind of how it feels. He's very good at navigating around these tools, but I feel like in order to be good with Soul, you still need to play well. You need to play very well with this character. And I feel like once you get towards the higher end of the volatility, like, it gets really shaky. Okay, but that was old. It's actually buns now. You're talking about his top, his high lows and stuff, right? I think that he just is worse soul, and you can feel that, right? Oh, you're talking about Slayer. Okay, ignoring you. All right. He is worse soul, and you can really feel that. You can feel that he's worse soul, right? That's why I think that he's here. He could still pop off. If you're a specialist with him, you could still pop off, but you really, really, really need to do well into bad matchups like more, right? You need to play better significantly, right? Let's talk about Elphelt. Elphelt, I honestly did think she was the worst character in the game. My opinions of her changed. My opinions of her changed over time because the charge gunshot is good. It's not great. It's not like it's not like game breaking. It's really good, right? And her gameplay is still solid. She's still the character number one most likely to hit you, right? Number one most likely to hit you. She actually does surprisingly well into matchups, specifically fast matchups. If you have low health and you're fast, she kills you. It's crazy. She straight up kills you because she's very good at catching fast characters. She's very good at exploiting bad backdashes. If you have a bad backdash, you die. Even if you have a good backdash, you have to deal with a 50-50. Like this in itself is a 50-50. Let me show you guys something. When you play Elphelt, right? Most unnecessary Rekka nerf. No, it was absolutely necessary, but it didn't matter because you were just supposed to do the same thing anyway. My bias towards her, the reason why I had her rated so low before was because I was personally just upset about it. This is a 50-50, right? This in itself, before you even get to the Rekka, this is a 50-50 because how do you beat this, right? The best way to beat this, if you're a character that doesn't have a DP, I think she gets significantly worse into characters with DPs and characters with good backdashes. You backdash this, right? Okay, we know that, right? You backdash that. She does this, you die. So she 50-50s you before the 50-50, if that makes sense. And because of that, because a lot of Elphelt players just got better and realized you can just do stuff like this, right? Like this in itself is basically unreactable, right? Like if I just do this, that's what, a 20 frame joint? By the time you react to it, you were supposed to already be mashing 6P before the move came out. You can't react to then do something about it. You have to preempt it. And so because she's very, very good at like exploiting like lulls in her pressure, at any point in time when Elphelt's in your face, she can do this. All of a sudden you're in a 50-50, right? And oh no, you blocked my 50-50 and I don't have meter. I'm safe. I'm sorry, I'm -5. Oh, you blocked it? Okay, fine, I'm -5. It's fine. We're chilling, right? She can also do stuff like this, right? In order to do stuff like this, like her pressure sequence, even on block, is so terrifying. She's very easy. It's very easy for her to hit you. And so my opinions of her have actually gotten better because she's also extremely fast. She's very, very fast. Think of her as like Lucy, but if Lucy was able to hit you. What could punish there? Just spam 6P. So in order to punish this move right here, right? Hold on. In order to punish this move right here, if you 6P it, like, I think you're good, right? So if I do this, you can 6P that, right? But she can always just stay safe, right? And she can always delay or just straight up just run the mix anyway, right? Her mix is no longer fuzzyable. You can't fuzzy her mix. You can't fuzzy OS her mix or fuzzy DP her mix. Her mix is entirely unpunishable, and she builds meter like a freight train. Like, bro, she's never lacking on meter, and she's able to cash out very easily. And she has one of the best pulse wall break supers in the game. This is still one of the best pulse wall break situations in the entire game. Like this move, you got a whole bomb strap to your chest, the freaking sponge bombing. I got a bomb strap to my chest. Yeah, bro, like you're fucking cooked, bro. You're cooked. So my opinions of Elphelt have honestly gotten up. I thought she was really bad, but now I think that she's actually pretty gosh darn solid, right? 50-50 as an entree for the full meal. Yeah, exactly. So the safe ender can be IB'd and 2P punished, but that's asking a lot. Like, bro, there's always stuff you can do against it, but her versatility in Eureka is insane. It's just too insane. Like that's the scary part, is that the options that she can do, she can always slightly delay it. She can always rip something else. It's always just too scary, man. Geo can go up, honestly. I could see that. Let's talk about Geo. Geo's always the same. Is that crazy to say? I feel like the game changes, but Geo doesn't. Right? Geo never gets too nerfed or too buffed. In fact, I dare say she's really, really good right now, right? Because a lot of her stuff, like she's able to force plus frames. The guard crush, her easy access guard crush is gone, but let's be so for real, that was insane. Her Travail stuff is really real and really scary. She's able to frame trap you and kill you off her frame traps. Her neutral's always been godlike. In fact, the buff to her meter that her meter carries over really gives her a big damage buff. I can see her going up. I think that she loses to the same things. She wins to the same things and loses to the same things. She doesn't really lose to everybody, but she also doesn't really destroy most people. She never destroys somebody. Well, unless, you know, she can destroy some people, but a lot of her matchups are 5-5 or slightly worse or slightly higher. She never has an overwhelming advantage against people. She just needs to play like solid. And if you play solid, you're great. Right? She also has some niche fuzzies. Yeah, that too. That's also true. But like at the end of the day, it really does feel like as a Geo main, she feels weak compared to the top tiers. Yeah, she doesn't have the thing about Geo is that Geo doesn't have an X factor. Like even characters in this tier have an X factor, right? Geo, it feels like she doesn't really have an X factor. She's just the best strike throw character. Well, she's one of the best. She's not the best. She's just an extremely strong strike throw character where you're scared of her throw and you're scared of her strike because she's really good at throwing you over and over and over again. And so it's like, I throw you. And then you're just like, get her off me, please. Stop. And then you do something and then she strikes you and then you die. Right. So that's the thing. That's what it feels like. I can see her going up, but for now, I'm just gonna keep her here. Let's talk about Jam. Jam, the potential woman herself. Jam. Let's talk about the potential woman herself. Jam's really strong. We know this. We know Jam's strong, right? Jam's really strong. But Jam is pretty exploitable, right? Jam has a lot of very good options, but also not a lot of very good options. That's a very good explanation for Jam. Jam, it feels like she both wins neutral against everybody, loses neutral to everybody, is very good at staying in your face, very hard to stay in your face. She's kind of just Slayer. She's kind of just Slayer. Jam's neutral is very belligerent, but somehow still kind of mediocre. That's kind of how I feel. I feel like I'm only looking at two things. Like her hop potion, it's like I'm looking for slide, so I'm 2S'ing all the time. And I'm looking for her to jump and then do footing. She has Puff Ball, but like, it's like, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I can just kind of chill a little bit. Wins on reads, falls apart when red. Yeah, that's kind of how it feels, bro. It's like, weirdly enough, Jam can kill you quick, but she can also just not do it. It's like every other round she's switching back and forth between not doing anything and doing something, like not doing anything and then being the most obnoxious character in the game. It's so weird. It's so strange, bro. It's so strange. When she hits you, she die, like you die, but like sometimes she just can't hit you. I don't know, sometimes she just can't hit you. She also has a really good reversal. Her super is really, really strong, I will say. Her super is very, very strong. She's a wall break demon. She would have been absolutely a monster in the post wall break like scene. I would probably put her up because I think that she has a higher X factor than the rest of these characters. So I put her a lot higher than these characters. In fact, I think Geo's much better than these characters as well. But when I describe these characters, I feel like you'll see why I'm keeping her down here. And her normals are stubby, which is a little tough. So that's kind of how I'm feeling. Let's talk about Slayer. They finally did it. They finally did it. Slayer can go down. Ah. Slayer lost his mix. He doesn't have mix. No more mix. He's not. He's a mids dispenser. I'll be honest. He's a mids dispenser. He doesn't do nothing. He is a big knowledge check character. Danny Step does suck now. He can't do anything from Danny Step. K-Mappa does suck now. But like, these things are good, but they need to hit you, right? Like, he kills you in 2 touches. But what's the OS against him? You don't even got OS against him. Just hold up. Just hold up. You're good. You're still good. I don't know. You just hold up. You're fine. Or just like, just wait. I don't know. Like, okay, let me look at him. Let me look at him for a sec. Like, Jay, I'm gonna tickle your toes. Can someone ban him? What the frick? What? Save me, bro. Chat, you gotta save me. Let's look at Slayer, right? You can throw Master's Hammer. That too, bro. For real, just like that. Not really. Okay, that's a bit of a, like, I'm being facetious, right? I think that stuff like this is still for real, right? Like, you can't jump stuff like this. Like, if I have my opponent jumping, yeah. So if I have my opponent jumping and I do this, wait a second. Yeah, okay, there we go. If I do this, like, yeah, no, right? But the problem is that, like, this move is so much more. You not reacting to that? You not reacting to this move? Huh? Before he had for real mix, bro. Now you can just straight up react to this move. If this move hits you, like, you need to go to an old folks home, bro. I'm sorry. Like, if this move hitting you, you need to go to an old folks home. I'm sorry, bro. So now the problem was that before this move was very, like, it was unreactable. This move and this move were the same frames. Now this move comes out slower. It's +3, sure, but you're not getting hit by it. You know, he doesn't have his 50-50 mix. And because he doesn't have his 50-50 mix, you don't care about him Danny stepping at you all day long. Before, he can Danny step at you and just kill you all the time, right? Like, he still got left, right. This left, right. He's got this left, right. Like, bro, I'll be so for real. You know what's the left, right? Yeah, exactly. I'll be so for real. It's not a real left, right. Even stuff like this, like, also, is it crazy to say the left, right's reactable too? That might be crazy. Is it crazy to say the left, right's reactable too? It's both reactable and OSable. Like, if he's doing this in your face, hold on. If Slayer's doing this in your face, you just do this. You just hold down back, and then as soon as you see this, just throw, and you win. Some of his stuff is real, but most of it is fake, and that's honestly, I will say, I will agree. I think he's a potential man, bro. I think he's a potential man. I'll be so honest. 2K 2D left, right. Let me show you something. Let me show you why that's wrong. Check this out. You're talking like this? You're talking about this, right? In order for him to get the left right and actually make it ambiguous, he needs to do a tell, and the tell is you need to either micro walk back or delay the dash. So if you're paying attention to those tells, again, this is why it's knowledge check, because if you don't know, he kills you for this. If you're paying attention to those tells, you're like, okay, I know he's probably gonna be on this side or that side, right? And this comes from probably playing the character. I have the benefit of actually playing him a lot. So like, I know what the tells are, but if you know those tells, like, you don't get hit by it most of the time. Like, it's fine. Yeah. Also, his backdash move can't be RC. That too. No reversal anymore. So yeah, honestly, I'm on you. I'm with you. Potential man. If Slayer's backdash was in 28 frame fake cross up on the same side 2H would be sick, but he has the longest backdash in the game. Yeah, it's bad. I ain't gonna hold you. It's bad. Let's talk about Jack O. So Jack O, I want to say is really strong. I think she loses to the same stuff. She wins against the same stuff. Her 2K 2D like situation is still best in class, right? She's able to run away with the game, but I think that the problem with Jack O is that she has kind of she kind of has the Venom problem or the Lucy problem. She does a lot, but it takes so much more for her to kill you. But I think that she's able to get to those situations a lot better. I think that she has one of the best supers in the game. Her shield minion's crazy. It basically gives her like, what is it called? Shield minion basically gives her a reversal, because if you're just buffering her clap on shield minion, clap comes out, you get hit, and then like it's fine. Like then you're good. I'm so clueless about Jacko. She's on your own. I think she's just better Venom. The new Jacko stuff looks crazy when she actually gets it. I think that the new actually being able to use bomb like reliably is good, but I think that like it's still like a case where it's like when she does the new stuff, it's good. That's why it's like she always kind of feels the same. She feels like she's almost like Geo in that the game kind of revolves around her, right? She gets some buffs, she gets some nerfs, but the game kind of really dictates where she's at. And I think that while I would say that she's strong, I dare say she's definitely stronger than these two guys right here. I don't think she goes any higher. Bedman is really good. I'll be honest. Bedman's really good. Is he top 8 worthy? No. Is Bedman better than Elfeld and Soul? Yeah. Bedman does the same thing Bedman's always done, but just a little bit better. And you can't complain about that, right? Still has guard crush loops. Well, guard crush loops got nerfed because of meter penalty. I think is higher. But Bedman's got guard. Well, no, actually Bedman has different guard crush loops. Bedman being able to cancel the spin is pretty good, because it allows Bedman to like cycle pressure much more effectively. I think the problem with Bedman remains the same, is that he's a brick in the sky. You can hit him, right? Brick in the sky. Some of his stuff is very choreographed. He is a knowledge check character. They nerfed his jump D. His jump D now, like that nerf was really tough to him. If you know just how to beat Bedman before, you're not gonna have a problem beating Bedman now, but Bedman is still good, right? I think that's fine. I think that's exactly like Bedman's exactly where I'm putting Bedman before. I'm putting Bedman in the exact same spot in the future, right? We're keeping Bedman right there. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with Bedman being here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about this list. Now let's talk about the top 8 worthy. Okay, we're gonna go from the bottom up. Right, we're gonna go from the bottom up of the top 8 worthy. And honestly, some of these characters have the ability to go up, some of these characters have the ability to go down. But yeah, let's talk about Mr. Top 8, Mr. Worldwide, Mr. Top 8 Squad. Who are these people? What are they doing here? What's happening? You know? So let's talk about Robo-Ky. Let's talk about Robo-Ky. Right? Robo-Ky can put you in a blender like no other. Robo-Ky, honestly, on release, everyone was like, he's right here. Then the more Robo-Ky got developed, Robo-Ky very, very quickly. At what point do you think characters rank matters? Like, what do you mean characters rank? This is like how, like what rank are you in, or tiers? Is that what you mean? I'm not sure. Robo-Ky is the best DLC they've released in a while. Robo-Ky, it was potential bot that became actual real for real bot. Robo-Ky has one of the best knockdown situations in the game, hands down, a DP safe, high-low command grab mix that he can constantly loop over and over and over again. Has good damage, has great neutral, fantastic neutral, and if you sit there in neutral, you lose to him because he just builds his meter. So you have to approach him. You have to stop him from just throwing mat and sitting still. Otherwise, he's going to throw a foot and nuke at you, a tracking projectile that's plus 50 million. And then that's it. He's very good at escaping pressure. He's very good at like saying, oh, I'm going to stop. I'll throw mat, I'm going to stop. I'm going to press 5H, throw mat, I'm going to stop. He's very good at returning back to neutral. The only weakness is no reversal. That's true. But there are other characters up here that have no reversal. Wait, is that true? Let me see. That's not true. Everyone else. Wait. Yeah, no, that's not. Well, yeah, there's one other character up here that, no, two other characters up here that have no reversal that are still up there. But yeah, no. Potential bot is real for real. Dead up bot. Like he's really strong, I will say. Like Jack is playing him for a reason, I will say. That's kind of it. Just watch Idol Showdown top 4 while we're tier listing. Like, was it gas though? Okay. He's kind of weak to DPs, but that's very specific. Yeah, but also his knockdown situation gives him a safe jump. You can't really DP him on his pressure. Wait, I'm back. Start over. I didn't see it. Okay, let's go. Abba's the word. Okay, no, we're not doing that. So we have potential bot here. He's for real bot. You know, he's breathing down Kyle's neck, to be honest with you. All right, let's talk about Zato. Zato is a real character. They made the Eddie Labubu a real move. Zato puts you in for real mix. It's for real this time. We promise it's for real. He's able to properly cycle his he's able to properly cycle his mix. For real. It's real this time. It's real. Zato's a good character now. The Eddie Labubu is actually a real move. It's good. Zato, like, I feel like all of his compounding buffs just all complements each other. If you burst him or if you like YRC him, Eddie doesn't just straight die. His command grab immediately refunds Eddie. He's able to put you in a lot of pressure very easily. He was good last season, as you mentioned. He was good last season. It's just that the Eddie Labubu wasn't a real move. So now it is. Now it's real. It's real and it's strong. He's the character with the highest skill ceiling. And he's rewarded off of knowing that. He can just straight up like win neutral once. His neutral is good too, right? It's not great, but he can 2K 2D you once and then win the game. So that's the biggest thing about him, is that he 2K 2Ds you once, he wins the game. He doesn't have to interact with matchups like other characters because he has real for real mix and pressure that is autopiloted, that is reversal safe, and is like extremely oppressive and loops into itself. So that's it. Is this tier list yours, or are we looking at it? No, this is my tier list. So because of that, he's up here, right? Now, of course, you touch him, he dies, but he's very good at just running away with the game. Let's talk about Unica Hitler. This character nukes you. She's one of the characters that is like, her damage output shoots you up to the sky. She's one of the very few characters in the game that her damage does matter. She kills you even faster now. She's insane. She's got autopiloted mix. Like, let's just see this move, bro. Let's just see this move, because honestly, if this move didn't exist, I would say she's much worse than she is. But unfortunately, this move does exist, bro. It's not a matter of if or when. It's just the fact that this move exists, bro. Is Jacko the most balanced and honest character ever, or what? No. I just finished my muscular. Okay. Congrats, man. All right. The reason why Jack was on this character at one point at all is all I have to say. Exactly. I mean, this move right here, if enhanced, hold on, whoops. Also, I delayed it. I don't think you could jump that. It's 21 frame overhead. How often are you reacting to that? And the damage she gets off of it, like, how much damage was that? Oh, I don't have my damage. I was like, why does everything look weird? It's because I don't have my damage values up. She gets 67 damage off of it, and then it loops into each other. And then she can just like, she can force 50-50s with one move, right? This move being safe is egregious. I don't understand why they would make this move safe. She's better Kai when she's in your face. She's worse Kai in neutral, but her neutral's not bad. And she has the best fireball in the game. So I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't know what else to say. She's straight up better Kai. She plays more like Soul, to be honest. Yeah, Soul, if Soul had good neutral. That's it. Like, she's obnoxious to fight against. It's like, yeah, she's slow, but she has a giant weapon. And like, if the weapon hits you, you die. Nago has the best fireball in the game. That's true. That is true. She's Soul in your face. She's Kai in neutral. Like, it's It's really funny, but she's godlike. She's really, really strong. Having a strong, she's a perfect example of having a strong OTG matters, because if she throws you, you actually do care about it because of this, right? Whoopsie. If she throws you, you care, because that just did 91 damage. And if you do something like this, and then you go for a tick throw, it just did 94 damage. She's very good at cranking risk with stuff like this. Right, and then say you get a double, you got to throw right after that. That's a lot of damage into a move that, like, well, this move doesn't chip, but this is a real move that chips, by the way. This is real Oki that really chips, by the way. This character is ridiculous. The only thing where she suffers is that her neutral is like not like the best into the higher tier characters, but like, who cares? Like, it only matters when you get to the higher tier characters, and that's the only reason why she's kind of staying where she's at, bro. That's the only reason why she's staying where she's at. Asuka. So Asuka players were like, this is the worst character in the game. And then they were like, wait a second, chat. Asuka family, hold on. And then they were calculating in their head. They were like, what if we learned neutral? And then their character got better again. Asuka got vaporized and then they rebuilt him from scratch. Yeah, like they were literally fucking playing solitaire. Like, this is how Asuka would play. This is how Asuka played like at first. Asuka just had some cards and he was just like, oh yeah, I play, then oh yeah, oh, whoa, oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna do this one this time. Oh yeah. Oh, and then they look up, then your opponent would die. That's how they played the game before. And since Arc System Works literally forcibly ripped the cards out of their hand, they're like, give me that. Give me that. You got to play the game now. They're like, huh? Oh no! But the game is scary. I don't want to play the game. I remember Gobo had a very famous quote in Arc System, or is it Arc Revo? Very famous quote that Gobo said. He was like, "There's a lot of strong competitors out here, but I'll be so for real. I'm gonna just be playing solitaire by myself." And he did. And he did, bro. And he did just play solitaire by himself all throughout Arc Revo and won. So yeah it was crazy, but yeah, I like how the first thing Asuka players did after getting nuked in season 5 was to just make Exodia again until it got removed. Literally Arc System Works was like, we're taking away everything. They were like, wait a minute, we still got Exodia, chat. And then they would just run Exodia again, and then they were like, okay, we gotta take that away too. But he's still very strong. He's able to force mix like very well. Like, them making Staff a special move, I'll be honest, like if they didn't do that, he would actually be the worst character, like one of the worst characters in the game. But giving him easy access to Staff is as strong as it sounds. It's literally as strong as it sounds, I'll be honest. Like, he basically just has straight up mix. Obnoxiously good round start too. Yeah, his round start is honestly best in class, because he can literally micro walk back and then chuck cube, or he can just chuck cube, or he can micro walk back and then chuck cube, or he can jump and then do that move, or he can jump and do that move. Like, bro, he has the best micro walk back special move in the game, bro. He also has the best sweep in the game. Also, this move is obnoxious, right? Him being able to actually delay his pressure is really obnoxious, because there are often times where your opponent just wants to like run in your face. He's much better at waiting out the lack of mana. He's very good at waiting out the lack of mana now. And then again, having access to this cube. Is it this cube? Oh, not this cube. Having access to this cube is as strong as it sounds. It's literally as strong as it sounds. Like, having easy access to this right here, it's as strong as it sounds. Like, bro, he's got for real mix in your face. It's nuts. It's nuts. He's got fuzzies off this too. Yeah. So Asuka players realized, wait, I just got to play neutral once, and then I win neutral once, and then I just put him in a mix, and then I got better mix than, like, he's like Zato mix or actually, how would I put it? He's got Millia mix, but better zoning. that's kind of it. So yeah, like situationally speaking, he has some of the best mix in the game. You just need to be better with him. Oh, boo-hoo, you can't just freaking run it down mid and auto win neutral from half the screen. So now, unfortunately, they were like, I'll just get good. And then they did, and now he's good. I will talk about Potemkin later. No, I'm gonna talk about Potemkin now, because I'll be honest. You guys are just, what is the term called? You guys are traumatized, bro. You guys are just traumatized, dude. You guys are traumatized, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see it. I think fine. If you think he's godlike, I understand, but I don't think he's godlike anymore. I think you guys are just traumatized. And hold on, before we get into that, I do gotta pee. I'll be right back. I have come to break bread. I think I know why it's so skewed. No, we're not done tier listing. I think I know why it's so skewed. Here's what I'll say. Don't say it wasn't a goon break. If you knew the Potemkin matchup before, which I had to know, right? Competitor over here. If you knew the Potemkin matchup before, he feels so much worse now. AKA, it feels like if you knew the matchup before, he feels a lot easier to beat now, right? That's what I'm saying. But if you didn't know how to play well into the matchup before, or your character didn't do well into the matchup before, he feels the same. I think that's why there's such a big difference, right? Good news, Angel is apparently busted. She won CEO pretty convincingly. I swear, Angel was busted. People just needed to like get good with her. I mean, she has unblockable loops for goodness sake, bro. He literally has unblockable loops for goodness sake, bro. Like, what do you thought? It was crazy. But is that fair? Here's what I'm saying. There's nothing you can say to make me think he isn't broken, to be honest. Let me talk about where he's good at. Let me talk about why you guys are so jaded, okay? Well, let's talk about Potemkin real fast, because I feel like this is going to be my most controversial take. It's also probably my most controversial take because, I'll be honest, I play Nago. Nago beats him straight up, right? But I will say that, like, I've also played against him with Abba. I played against him with Geo. I played against him with Elfeld. I played against him with Millia. Here's what's really, really good about him still. This move getting buffed is insane. I'll be honest. This move getting buffed is insane, right? Straight up. It's nuts. There are so many times where I'm like, oh, I'm good, and I get hit. Like, do you see this? This is insane, right? His walk speed is high-key annoying. His walk speed is definitely much better, I will say. Yeah, sure. That plus this is very, very strong, right? This move is still really obnoxious to deal with. It's still very, very obnoxious, especially when he has meter. It's very, very strong, right? I know this. We can agree on that. It's very, very strong. There is, of course, counterplay, but this is the thing. If you don't know the counterplay, you high-key, like, just straight die, right? Hold on. Dang, it's really hard not to hit this move. You can't do it. It's really hard to not hit this move. I was gonna say the counterplay is when he does this, depending on how high he is, like you just jab him and then you hit him, right? Hot as a zoner, I will die on this hill. This move getting, I don't know if it's nerfed, right? I'm not sure if it's nerfed, but this move is 6P'able, right? Once you know this move 6P'able, it's not that bad. It's still absurd, right? You need a good 6P to beat this move. The problem is, hold on. The problem is, the reason why you didn't want to 6P him before is because of this move. And this is still the case, right? This is still the case. This is always still a jump scare, but in neutral, I'm not just like, oh, I'm fucking terrified of everything that this guy does. Now I'm doing this. I'm doing this all day long, right? I'm doing this. I have an option. If you have a good 2S, if you have a good low, right? You get 6P flick and then what? Well, it's counter hit 6P. So depending on which character you're playing, okay, look, bro, you play Abba. Like, you get 6P and then what? Like, that's true. That's true. For you do 6P and then what? No, it isn't. Bro, hold on. Hold up. Are you serious? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You got to run up. You can't. I understand. You play Abba. Like, you, okay, this is where the bias hits in. It depends on who you're playing. Depending on who you play, you do got to run up to 6P is 6P is thing, right? Also, Abba wins the matchup. Yeah, it's true. But like, this is what I'm saying is that like these are the things that some characters are able to exploit. If you have a character that's able to exploit these weaknesses, he does feel weaker to you. He's still easily able to run away with the game, but I will say this nerf, I don't even know if I can do it. Hold on. This nerf really helps. I'll be honest. This is a significant nerf because what it allows me to do, it allows me to play neutral like a lot slower, to not have to feel like I need to spend my resources all the time. And it feels like I'm not getting robbed that fast, right? This is also kind of a big deal. This nerf is also kind of a big deal. Oopsie. This right here is also a really big nerf. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because the problem with Potemkin before was not just all of these things. It was that he can also just rob you straight in the streets, right? With, yeah, a 40 to 50% pot buster. And once a round, you had to deal with auto neutral. Once a round, you had to interact with him, right? Which is why I'm gonna be talking about why Gold Lewis is good. Once a round, you straight had to interact with him. You couldn't escape him, bro. Now you don't have to interact with him once around, right? As soon as he gets 50 meter, he's not like, oh, I'm down. I got 50 meter. Now I'm just you're forced to interact with me at least once, right? Now that's not the case. Now it's a lot easier to run away with the game against him, which is why I will say Gold Lewis is better than Pot, because as we're going to discuss with Gold Lewis later, Gold Lewis, that's still the case, right? So that's the thing. And the another thing too, is that when he's in your face doing this, as soon as he gets here, right? Of course, he's supposed to be strong. He's supposed to be terrifying, but he's not able, due to the lack of BRC, right? He's not able to do this to you like 3 times in a row, right? Worst case scenario, you're getting hit twice, and yeah, you get put in 50-50. I'm sorry. Blue Wild Assault. Holy frick, I keep messing that up. Due to the lack of him having Blue Wild Assault, he's not able to just do this over and over and over against you, right? Worst case scenario, you're gonna have to deal with it twice, and it's a 50-50 anyway. You're kind of supposed to die there. It's just the way the character's designed, but the thing is that you're not just going to constantly, like, you're not gonna be forced to be there once again. Before, you were forced to do that, to interact with that situation once again, right? Like, that's the thing, bro. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, he has messed up stuff, but he doesn't force you to deal with it now. Now you just need to lose. That's all I'm saying. Is that, like, of course he has messed up stuff. I'm not saying he's not really strong when he gets into his strong situations, but now, because he lost his auto neutral, you don't need to deal with it as often as you did before. And so if you were just good into the matchup, bro, when I was playing Potemkin, I beat people significantly worse than me, I beat people significantly better than me, because even if I was losing, if I had 50 meter, I'm like, everything gonna be okay. Everything gonna be all right. So that's it, man. And then another thing too is that like him not being able to RC this anymore makes it, bro, I cannot tell you how big of a deal this is. There were so many times he would do this, I would jump, he would just RC 6P and then do this again, and then I get hit. Him losing this is also a really big deal. Like not being able to RC into it is a really, really, really big deal. Because if I hold up, I don't just immediately die. Right? If I guess right, I don't die anyway. So that's why, like, in good faith, I can't put him higher. Because I think that, like, sure, I would say he's probably at the higher part of this tier, but he's not here, man. He's just not here anymore. He's not the god you guys think he is anymore, man. That's it, bro. That's it. You found a BRC setup for it. I mean, I know he can do stuff like this. Like, I know this exists, and this is what I'm saying. This character is still messed up. Like, I know stuff like this is still messed up. Right? I understand that, but it's supposed to be messed up. The problem is that now I just don't need to deal with it, like, forcefully anymore. Now he needs my consent at least. Right? That's all I'm saying. Now he needs my consent. And honestly, his lack of consent is what made him broken before. Before, he didn't care about consent, bro. Now, he at least needs my consent. Right? So that's why I cannot in good conscience like put him up here, dude. I can't. And like honestly, I'd probably put him maybe here, to be honest with you. Let's talk about Ino. Ino still feels strong. It feels like she does the exact same thing that she always did, and she was already really, really strong. She did not even need Red Wild Assault to begin with. She feels good. Like, and it's crazy because on paper it looks like she's significantly worse, but dang, bro, I can't get her off me. She's good, bro. She's good. Yeah, Daru is 2200, but like, let's be honest, like Bisho is to Abba that Daru is to Ino, and Bisho quit the game. So like, her routes have changed this all. Yeah, it feels like she's the exact same character. I dare say she's a season 4 character that just got ported over to season 5. That's kind of a lot of this list, is that a lot of these characters are just season 4 characters ported over to season 5. So yeah, I'd say she's over here. Let's talk about Mei real quick. Mei also does the same thing. I don't know what to tell you. She does the same thing, if not better. She also is a character that didn't care about Red Wild Assault, right? People are gonna skin you alive. For what? For saying what? For this? For saying that she's a season 4 character reported to season 5? Why would I say that? For Mei? Like, for what? For not putting Mei up here? Huh? For not putting Mei in God tier? I'll be honest, you can't block mids, bro. You can't block mids. I'm sorry. If you lose to Mei, you can't block mids. I'm sorry. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I think that she's godlike, but I don't think that she's the demon you think she is. If you don't, it's the Potemkin situation all over again. If you didn't know how to deal with the matchup, you still lose to the matchup. If you do know how to deal with the matchup, she's the same. So I don't know what to tell you. She's the same, and all these characters are godlike. I don't know what to say, bro. I'm on your side, Twin. I know this is for the others. This is for everybody else, bro. Everybody was like, yo, Mei, like, holy frick. Mei players will argue her damage got nerfed. The reality is that she still 2-touches you, every character apart from Pot and Bedman. This is true. Her damage didn't even, like, I guess across the board it got nerfed, sure. Like, you know what they're saying? They're saying I can't 3K into death anymore. Thank God. Like, what are you talking like, what are you talking about? Like, I can't 3K you into instant death anymore. Like, what? Bro, be for real, bro. Be for real. Like, what the frick? Like, oh no, I can't command grab for mid screen anymore. Okay, you get 2K 2D into mix. Like, I'll say she lost access to her two easiest counter hits. May only feel scary with counter hits. Thank God she's a counter hit style character, bro. Thank God. Your generation wouldn't understand, GrandmastaJ. My generation, brother, my generation's your generation. We're the same age, brother. We're the same age. You fucking this persona guy over here, bro. What do you mean? Now I'm 29. I'm 29. I'm about to be 30 tomorrow. But I'm 29. Don't say I'm 50, bro. DM slider got nerfed 100%. The scaling got nerfed, and the conversions got nerfed. I got 10 months, you boomer. Oh my gosh, bro. This guy over here, bro. That's why I play refined characters like Ken Amada. And you play easy auto neutral characters like Kanji Tatsumi. Also, don't play 2.0, bro. That game's buns. I'm sorry. 2.0 is buns. It's hard to say. Persona 2.0 or 2.5, sorry, is buns. I'm sorry, bro. I still love the game, and I think it's still really fun. But dang, it's crazy. Nah, I flipped on it. Oh no! Don't tell me you like it now. It's great, but not when your car is on the screen. That's kind of exactly how I feel. So you know what? Maybe we're in the same boat. Sorry, it's two boomers talking about Persona. Ignore us, bro. Two boomers talking about Persona for the next 50 years, bro. Ignore us. All right. I thought you were mid-30s. Somebody nerf him. Not nerf. Somebody shoot him. Shoot that guy. What the frick? Somebody ban him. Infinite amount of years. Mid-30s is crazy. All right. But yeah, no, May, she has better mix. Dare I say. She has probably the same mix as she did before, because her mix was always really good. She just can't like rob you in the street with a gun. She can just only rob you with a knife. Like what are you talking about? I don't know. Chip. Is it crazy to say Chip is easier to deal with, but also harder to deal with? It's just weird. Is it weird? I feel like he's net the same, because his cross-up stuff got like nerfed the same. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know what Chip does, but Chip has tightrope, and that's all I needed to know. Tightrope still exists. They didn't touch tightrope, and you know what my problem was with tightrope with Chip before? It was tightrope. Now the tightrope still exists. This character's broken. He's broken, bro. He's broken. You can't 2K 2D Rekka Kara Super. Oh, thank gosh. Thank goodness. At least that's not the case. Yeah, no, he's still really good. I still see Chip players like who cares? Like, as long as you got tightrope, everything's gonna be okay. Like, everything's gonna be fine, bro. It probably belongs at the top of the list. I'm okay with that. I just don't see that many of them. Is that crazy? I don't see that many of them, man. I'm okay with putting them like higher up, but I just don't see that many of them. Axel, Mr. Straight out of low tier. Axel's a perfect example of this is what happens when you just give, like when you just copy a season 4 character to season 5, even if they were a low tier. If they literally copied all these characters from season 4 to season 5, except for like Lucy, they would all be up here. If you just copied and pasted the season 4 characters to season 5, they'd be up here. And that's exactly what Axel is. I mean, what can you say? You can't jump in on him. He has the best zoning in the game because it's physical zoning. His up close pressure is surprisingly very, very strong and very, very scary. It feels like he can play mid-range, long range, and up close very well. He does a lot of damage for a zoner, like really, really strong damage. He's still one of the hardest characters to consistently defend against, and his reward from a lot of hits basically is unchanged because of the alpha combo buffs. P alpha also as a cross-up was already meh anyway, making them hits as... I will also say is that he's one of those zoners that like here's the big difference between him and Venom. Venom might be a better zoner, but you don't care if Venom zones you. You do care if Axel zones you. Oh, he's talking about Chip. Oh, my bad. You're probably right. You do care if this guy zones you, bro. You do care if he zones you. Like, when he does this, hey, like, bro, it does a lot of damage, bro. Axel is a tier above. He's not at the same level as the rest of the tier. I don't think that's true. I think that it's the same situation where, like, if you just know how to beat him, like, you know how to beat him. All of his ops did get shot, but the characters up here just, like, here's what I'll say about Axel. This is the funniest thing. Axel's really strong until you get to the characters up here. Then the characters up here, with probably the exception of Gold Lewis, don't know he exists. That's what I think. They don't know he exists. They go into Axel, they're like, yes, yes, finally. Like, they just don't care that he exists, bro. That's kind of how I feel about it. Doesn't Leo and Nago have a rough time with them? Yeah, but they're just infinitely better characters. So, like, oh no, like, I got zoned for 30 seconds, then I won one neutral interaction and ran away with the game. That's how those matchups feel. That's how those matchups feel. Like when I'm playing Nago, I just need like one win and then I win. Axel needs 50. So that's kind of how it feels, dude. That's kind of how it feels. Also, I dare say Leo doesn't even have that big of a deal with him because, as someone mentioned, like Leo just dash blocks and presses 5p. Like Axel against a good Leo literally can't keep him out because they just learn like Leo has the best dash block in the game, bro. Like the best reward off of his dash block, I dare say. Like he could do like dash fuzzy 2k against Axel and just win, bro, and just win. But yeah, Axel's crazy. All of his ops got shot and they kept him the same, bro. They kept him the same. He's broken. He's very, very strong. His snail not being a command grab but being a guard crush low is insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, not gonna lie to you, because sometimes you try to jump out of it, you get hit, and then that's it. You're in. It's nuts. Not snail, whatever that other thing is. Let's talk about Johnny. Johnny is probably the easiest character in this tier, with the exception of like Unica. You need to know 2 quarter circles and win. He does the exact same thing that he did like since the release of his game. He just does it better. They thought that they hit both of his kneecaps. They thought they eviscerated his kneecaps, and like he found his way. He just leaned his way back up to the top. I don't know what to tell you. He just fucking leaned his way back up to the top. It's crazy. He is proof that you can just lean your way back up to the top, bro. I don't know what to tell you. You know what's crazy? This is literally exactly what happened at Exerd. They gave him 2 massive laundry lists of nerfs, and then he got nerfed from top 1 back to top 1. It's like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I don't even know what the frick they gave him, but any buffs you give to this character is just not, like, I don't understand, bro. Even Johnny players are like, okay, like I understand. At least Unica players mostly acknowledge that they're glue sniffers. Johnny players think they're nice. This is very true. It's very true. Johnny players, the funniest thing is that Johnny looks really cool doing nothing. Like, that is the funniest thing, bro. That's the funniest thing, bro. With 2S press far slash isn't gap, bro. They think they're so sick, bro, doing the exact same thing. I'll be honest. If you sit on the other side of the screen and look at Johnny, you're like, wait, he's doing the same thing. But because they look cool doing it, they're like, guys, did you see my micro dash jump mist finder into crot? Like, did you really need to do that? You could have just done a regular 50-50. Like, I don't know. They think they're so nice for ripping the same flowchart against every character. Yeah, Johnny plays the same against all of them. All are equal in the eyes of Johnny. He has the same win condition against every single character. That's why he's here. Dizzy, most improved character. However, I think that due to recent events, opinions of her might be a bit inflated. I actually honestly think she's probably somewhere around here. Probably cruising around here. Something like that. I'm okay with something like that. Here's the thing about Dizzy. On the release of season 5, the buffs that she got, I think, and you can go back to the records, I was like, Dizzy is good. It'll just take time for somebody to be, it'll just take time for someone to be good with her, right? I think Dizzy was very strong. Let's be honest, Ice Spike, 34 frames of being active, brick wall of hitbox, 34 active frames, you're like, and then you get frozen, and now you're in mix, right? The fish, being able to put fish back and forth is OD strong because it opens up a lot more mix opportunities for Dizzy. And let's talk about the big elephant in the room, our champion Paluna. Paluna proved that Wings of Light as a move is straight up broken. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because what Wings of Light does is that it forces interaction. Dizzy, without Wings of Light, Dizzy does not do anything. Is that crazy to say? Dizzy, it takes Dizzy a lot more time to like do things. Like if you just want to camp out Dizzy doesn't, like, who cares? If I'm sitting on the other side of the screen, I don't care, bro. I don't care. I just sit here. I don't care, right? But because Wings of Light exists, now I waste time. And now I have 2 fish covering both the sky and the ground. With the ice floor, I run up on you. I sit there and don't do anything. All of a sudden, you just took half your health. All of a sudden, that's it, bro. That's it. You just take half your health. She is the best at wasting time. And Wings of Light makes her kit revolve around wasting time. Her throw animation, longest throw animation I've ever seen, bro. Longest throw animation I've ever seen, bro. But it's because of Wings of Light, bro. It's because Wings of Light exists. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Buffs to her / buffs to her 2S, buffs to her, I don't know if they buffed her 5H, but buffs to her / buffs to her 2S. Ice Floor is broken. Ice Floor is the best win condition in the game. Like, Ice Floor is insane. It auto FDs for you. It breaks you out of combos. It auto insta blocks for you. Bro, you play neutral. You play neutral by existing. Like, Ice Floor is crazy. Ice Floor is crazy. I'm glad I don't have to deal with Ice Floor. Dare I ask, who do you play? Because the thing about Dizzy that also makes her strong is that it doesn't matter if you even interact with Ice Floor. She has other means of getting to you. Bro, Ice Floor is one of the most game warping. I didn't understand why Paluna always ripped Ice Floor until I was like, okay, let me see. Paluna understands this character on a biblical level. Like, where the frick is? There she is. Abba JR has a good time in Ice Floor, at least. Like, even that is like, Abba JR needs to approach from the sky, because if I just do this, like, what are you doing? Like, what do you do, bro? What do you do? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I do this. Do this. What do you do? What do you do? Hey, neutral's coming at you. Focus. Focus quickly. Right? I'm gonna have Kai do this. Right? Do you see that? Like, do you see, like, bro, so many people, I was watching grand finals. There were so many times where Red pressured Paluna, didn't know what to do because Paluna was dead up in his face, got grabbed and died. And if you get grabbed, and I do this, right? Now you're getting mixed. Now I don't know the mix because a lot of the mixes are very specific, but Paluna dialed in Dizzy's 50-50 mix. Paluna dialed in optimizations to Ice Floor, optimizations to Wings of Light. Bro, Wings of Light active, you get hit, you die. You straight die. Straight up die, right? You can do Wings of Light. You can do knockdown into Wings of Light into mix, and then if you don't defend against the mix, you get 100% it. Right? Now, where I think that Dizzy struggles is that Dizzy is a character of great extremes, I think. I think some matchups without it, without those factors in place, I think that some matchups are very insufferable to deal with as Dizzy. Like, Dizzy, does not do very well into some characters in general. But the great equalizer is Ice Floor. But if those things are blitzed through, or you fight against an opponent who understands how to deal with those things, then she does kind of suffer. Right? Or if you're playing against a character that is very good at running it down, then it's good, right? Wings of Light forces you to overextend. Yeah, that's true. Viking needs to be higher. She can unga bunga in tether. In tether, right? Potential woman. There we go. Potential woman. In tether, she unga bungas. Yeah. Problem is, how are you getting tethered? That's the problem. That's why she's here. Okay. That's why she's here. Now you get it. Now you get it. Now you understand the tier, bro. Now you understand the tier. Yeah. So I think that optimal Dizzy. This is another thing I'll say. Dizzy's one of the hardest characters to play in this game. Easily one of the hardest characters to play in this game, because compared to a character like Zato is very easy to translate. Zato's very easy to translate time in the lab to winning. Dizzy's not very easily able to translate time in the lab to winning, right? Because you still need to play neutral. She's a very situationally aware character. You need to be extremely situationally aware as to the hits you get and how you get them. Getting close slash versus getting close slash against an opponent that was airborne are two very different things. You get two very different situations. If you're not able to optimize into those situations, then she if you're not able to optimize into those situations, then it feels like she does no damage, because she kind of does do no damage. I mean, she has damage, but like, you need to be very situationally aware with this character. She's kind of like Mei in that same sense. She's kind of like Zoner Mei. Does that make sense? Because Mei is also a very situationally aware character, but Mei gets high damage. That's her reward. Dizzy's situational awareness translates to mix-up opportunities into Wings of Light, into death. So Dizzy's very, very strong. Unfortunately, I play one of the few Dizzies who doesn't have to... Wait, hold on. Unfortunately, I play one of the few characters that Dizzy doesn't have to think against. That's also true. You kind of just chill. Is Tokon going to overshadow Strive? On my channel? No, they're going to coexist. They're going to coexist. I think that the main channel is going through a reformation. You're just going to see a lot of high quality videos on it. Baiken can still Unga Bunga without Tether 2. I think she should just be slightly higher. I think that's incorrect, because the problem is that her neutral her neutral's not great. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, her neutral's fine. That's not the problem. You can rewind the VOD. You can rewind the VOD. We talked about it already. All right, let's talk about Kyle. Is it even hard to like talk about why Kyle is where he's at? Is it even hard to talk about why Kyle's where he's at? Are we for real with Mei? We're for real with Mei. You can go back in the VOD. Kyle is strong. Lightning Strike is ridiculous. Honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it was like lame. I don't know, but it's honestly ridiculous. It's absurd. He's very easy at converting to hold on. The music went away. There we go. Now we're good. All right. Mr. John Gear, bro. John Gear. Kai should be lowered due to lack of sauce. I mean, I guess that's fine, but Kai is very easy to convert off his hits into high pressure. He's a tap dust abuser. He's very, very good at using tap dust. More so than a lot of characters here. Well, a lot of characters in this tier are very good. I mean, Mei is also very good at using tap dust, but I mean, he's John Fundamentals, bro. He's John Fundamentals. Honestly, real talk, Kai does extremely well in the Nago. He beats Nago in neutral. Honestly, Kai beats a lot of these characters in the neutral. The only difference is that those characters have an X factor that he doesn't have. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the deal, bro. That's kind of the deal. John Gear, bro. I don't know what to tell you, bro. There's no good Kai reps because nobody likes this character. Like that. That's probably true, but I think that he is on the cusp of being a true demon, bro. I think he's on the cusp of being a true demon. He has good damage. He's very strong neutral. He's very scary to, like, you don't want to, he's a strike throw character that you don't want to get thrown, because if you get thrown, he sets up for lightning. He's very good at baiting throws. He is very good at using tap dust, so therefore he cycles his meter very well. He's able to convert his meter into conversions or mix. He's strong. I mean, we're talking about Mr. John Fundamentals here, bro. He out-fundies all these characters, right? Even if he doesn't necessarily like win matchups, he goes 5-5 against pretty much everyone. I don't know a character that he straight up loses to. That's kind of my thing, right? I really don't know a character on this list that he just loses to. Maybe his own son, but then it's like his own son does nothing, right? He does well into zoners, he does well into rushdowns, he does well into everybody. He even does well into these characters up here. He just lacks an X factor. That's why he's not up here. But I mean, you play Kai, you're not going to be disappointed. He's extremely strong. He can throw his weight around. He's incredibly belligerent with stun dipper stuff. John even matchups, right? I feel like every character either goes even against Kai or loses to Kai, right? Even these characters up here. I mean, maybe Leo beats him, but it's like you need to play so solid against him. Even if you beat him, you need to play so solid against him because he could just run away with the game. I think Baiken. Okay, hold on. So we're talking about a lot of Baiken defenders, Baiken observers, Baiken lovers. Make your case for Baiken, please. Make your case for Baiken. Why are we still on Baiken? That's what I'm questioning. Like, did we get a slew of new people and they're just upset about the Baiken placement? Right? I'm not sure. You guys can check out the VOD if you care. Check out the VOD if you care enough. All right. because we've already moved on. Let's close this sucker out. All right. So now we are in the God tier, bro. We are in the gods amongst men tier. All right. God amongst men. You guys questioned, why did I have Gold Lewis up here? I'll tell you why I had Gold Lewis up here, other than his results, right? First of all, let's just talk about results. Gold Lewis consistently gets top 5 at majors. Consistently gets top 8s at majors. All the time. Every single top 8. Bro, we've been tier listing for 2 hours. It's a long list, bro. We got to get through it. Gold Lewis consistently gets top 8 at majors. All the time. I don't think there was a top 8 that I've seen that Gold Lewis is not in it. Why? When he's full screen, he's strong. When he's mid screen, he's strong. When he's in your face, he's terrifying. He's terrifying. Burn it down is literally what you guys think Potemkin still does. Burn it down is, and always has been, right? You might want to argue the semantics. Burn it down has always been better Aegis Reflector. Like once a game you need to interact with, once a round you need to interact with Gold Lewis against your will, bro. Against your will, you got to interact with him. All right. Where he's got infinite access to the US defense budget, bro. There's no Gold Lewis in rank because they're all busy winning the brackets. We see him all the time. Like Drone plays neutral for him. Drone is what Potemkin Super does, right? Drone plays neutral for him. Okay, but I have slide head, and that's it, bro. And I just backdash your slide head. Then what? Then I shoot you. Then I mow you down, right? He's able to convert zoning to in your face. He has really strong mix. Discussion's important, but he's plenty capable of ignoring chat. Yeah, definitely. It's your list. Hold on. It's your list. Put wherever you want. Just don't let other people's opinions change that. That's what I'm doing. I'm not letting other people's opinions change that. Like I am very sound in my opinions. I think, what did I get swayed on? I only got swayed on maybe one thing, but no, man. He's he's broken, bro. You changed it. Yeah. That was it. That was my only opinion that changed. Okay, that's it for Gold Lewis. Anji has spin. Need I say more? I don't know. Anji has spin. Need I say more? I don't know. Need I say more? Anji has spin. I'm not sure what else to say, bro. He's he's ridiculous, bro. He's ridiculous. He's a season 4 character copied and pasted into season 5. So you have ADHD? Most likely. I tried to go to a psychiatrist, but he was like, he scammed me. I ain't gonna hold you. He scammed me, but like, whatever. Spin doesn't feel too strong. What? What? Just zone him. What? What? Do I need to bring up the chart, bro? Do I need to bring up the chart? Hold up. I got one problem with that, because that would be a good and honest solution if there wasn't for one big blaring weakness. One big ginormous blaring weakness here. Just zone him. Just zone this guy. Just zone him. With what, bro? With what? With what? He can run into 1,000,000 projectiles and still just still win, bro. No, he has spin. He has easy access to 50/50s. You can't get him off you. You can't keep him away from you. He skips neutral. You see, he just constantly and easily skips neutral. He's able to use his meter incredibly well. It's like a truck. He is built like a tank. Those abs are not for nothing. You just can't hit him, bro. You just can't hit him. Zone him with Axel. He spins through Axel, and then he does this because Axel has extended hitboxes. And then what? Axel gets knocked down, and then he gets mixed into death. I don't know what to tell you, man. Aji is really strong. It's very easy to understand why Aji's strong. Let's see. So let's talk about this MFer right here, Mr. Nago Ryuki. Get hit by a wet koi, exactly. Then you just die. That's it, bro. Let's talk about my boy Nago. Would I put Nago over Milia? I don't think this tier list is ordered, but if it was ordered, I'd probably put it like this. I'd probably put it like this. No, I'd probably put it like this, right? I think I'd probably put it like this. Let's talk about my boy Nago. Can he spin out a pot buster? How is Potemkin gonna pot buster him? Answer me that. Let's talk about it. My boy Nago. They once again got rid of his resource. They once again got rid of Nago's resource. The blood meter over here, it doesn't exist. It's not real. It's a fiction. It's a what is it? A figment of your imagination. It's fiction. It's fugazi. It's fairy dust. He doesn't have a resource to manage, bro. He doesn't need to manage it. Who cares? Who cares, bro? It's really, really tough to keep him both away from you, to keep him off of you. He has one of the best neutral skips in the game. Let me show you guys this. This is one of the best neutral skips in the game. Most characters, they can neutral skip, and then that's it. They're only able to skip neutral, but if they skip neutral, sometimes it's not very like easy for them to maintain pressure. Other characters are very easy at sticking to you and are very easy at maintaining pressure, but they can't skip neutral. Nago can do both. I'm gonna set Kai. This is the example I'm gonna give, and then we're gonna move on because check this out. I'm gonna set Kai to go and throw, right? Now, notice I'm very high on blood here. I'm very high on blood, and I'm not gonna change that. Check this out. That was a true block string, by the way. That was a true, for real, get up, really real block string. That was a real block string. That was real. And now I'm what, +6 in his face? Like what are we talking about? And if I'm any closer, right? Bro, like if you're in the corner, if your back's to the corner. Oh, I messed that up, but whatever. You can do that. Yeah. So it's he has one of the best round starts in the game. He can do this, which is very strong, right? You can do this. Hold on. RC it, right? Be able to pressure. He does another one of these, like, bro, it's a fake resource, man. It's a fake resource. He kills you. He breathes on you. You die. It's insane, bro. It's insane. But Master J, what do you think about Nago, though? Do you like him being broken with everyone, just scrubs, or do you prefer him being less strong, but have a higher ceiling? No, I think he still has a higher ceiling. I think that the thing about Nago is that you need to be very good at understanding matchups. I know that's going to sound OD, but you need to be very good at understanding matchups because you need to know when to all in, because he's still a high risk, high reward character. If I do this and it doesn't work, I die. Like there's no question about it. If I do this and it doesn't work, I die. Like if my opponent dodges it and I try to all in, like I'm dead. That's it. I'm dead. Right. But the thing is that it's very hard to be wrong. It's very difficult to be wrong. And that's where he's strong. It's very hard to be wrong. And he's very good at throwing his weight at you. Very, very good at throwing his weight at you. So it's one of those things where it's like medium risk. It's like low risk. No. How do I even say this? It's like medium risk, extremely high reward. Does that make sense? Yeah, does that make sense? He also still has super PRC in case. Really? Does he? Does he actually? Oh, he doesn't. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the in Blood Rage? Oh, okay. Wait, is that true? I don't know, because it's not frame 1 invul. His Blood Rage super is not frame 1 invul. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, test it. I'm gonna just look it up. Unless they changed something, but it never was frame 1 invul. Oh, shoot, it is. Oh, shoot, you're right. Dude, I don't know if that's changed, but yeah, you can do that, dude. Like going Blood Rage. I mean, I know you can PRC after it, but yeah. All right. It's not even 100 meter. Yeah. That is funny. But oh, the OG one. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, kind of not really, kind of matters, doesn't really matter. It's still stupid. It's still extremely strong. I will say that it's very hard to get into Blood Rage. Like, it's very hard to get into Blood Rage and not die for it. So, like, it doesn't come up that often. That's kind of the thing. But I do know what you're saying. You don't even know your own matchup? Why would I? All I need to know is just don't get into it. And it's very easy to just not get into it, right? Like, Like round start, I can do this, right? And then what? And now my opponent needs to deal with me. And then there's so many ways for him to get out, right? There's so many ways. Like if I do stuff like this, whoopsie. If I do stuff like this, I could do stuff like this. What's the other one? I can do stuff like this. Whoopsie. Right? I can do this. Whoopsie. There's so many ways to just not die for your mistakes. It's crazy. This character's broken. This character's broken. One of the things that hurts him is that the close slash nerf makes it so that he cannot beat Milia, and that's kind of the problem. And that's kind of the only problem he has. He beats everybody else, but Milia does kind of keep him in check. And neutral based characters are able to kind of keep him in check. Like if he's wrong, he loses for it. If he's right, he just runs away with the game. So that's kind of the thing. How can we improve Hotashi's results? Exactly. That's literally all it is. Let's talk about Milia. We're almost there. Home stretch. Man, this is going to be like a 2-hour YouTube video. Milia is broken. Milia's broken. Milia's broken. Ain't no way we saying Milia is the only... I don't know what else you were going to say. I think probably not that high in this tier list. Maybe not. Maybe not. But this character's ridiculous. This character's obscene. You can argue that she's like here or even here fine because she does have natural predators. Elfelt's a really good natural predator against her. May's a good natural predator against her. You kind of have to care against these characters. But one thing that Milia is really good at is that they don't nerf Capel ever. I don't know why. Like, can we stop with Capel? Like, what is Capel, bro? What is this? What is this move? Save me. Like, what the frick? It's a move that makes her like not exist in this realm, and she's only a ball of like hitbox. She's very sticky, very, very sticky. It's very difficult to keep her off you. She says Anji in the air. That's kind of how it feels like. Honestly, that's a good way to describe it. Her win condition. This is her win condition too. Like, this is the problem. Is that like. Her win condition is to be this close to you. Did you see it? Hold on. It's to be this close to you. Did you see it? Because we're already here. This is her win condition. To be this close to you where it's very difficult for you to react to this move. That's it. That's the win condition, right? She can do this or she can do this, right? Both are incredibly strong options. Bro, what is that? Milia mod? Stay focused. Both are very, very strong options. So her win condition is really, really like easy to get to, right? And when she knocks you down, you don't interact with your opponent anymore. They got rid of the option select. What is it? The deflect shield option select. You no longer have the deflect shield option select. So DP option selects were already solved. It's very easy to just win with this character, to run away with the game with this character. If she has meter, she can always just do something like this. And then like you had to block an already unreactable mix into another 50-50, right? A little bit messed up. She's easily able to get the corner. Hold on. Like, this stuff is real. She really, really, for real can just 50-50 you to death. And this is after already having to deal with her obscene neutral. Like, her neutral is absurd. It's crazy. Why is Milia actually? You guys got to pay attention. Pay attention, focus and pay attention. All right. So that's why I would say Milia is very, very strong right now. It's very easy for her to run away with the game. It's very easy for her to not interact with what my opponent does. Like, a lot of what my opponent does, it doesn't really matter to me because I can just kind of chill. I can just chill back here, relax. You know what I'm saying? And then just get to my prime position and then win. She has a hard time getting to her prime position against some characters, but not that many. I would say May is tough against her. Dizzy's even a little bit of a problem, but not really, not too much. It's hard to even find characters that do well into her, right? I would say again Elfelt, but you're gonna notice a pattern. A lot of these characters aren't even that strong. Like Baiken kind of goes into her, but here's another thing too. Like once you start understanding this sort of stuff, then you realize this character is really a problem, right? So one of the best options against Milia is by doing like jump normals, right? So say for example I'm Kai, right? One of the things I want to do is I do something like this, right? Because I want to contest her. If I'm a smart Milia player and I say here, she's so good at punishing my opponent trying to interact with me in the air. Bro, it feels like you can't move with this character. Because what Baiken does, the way that Baiken wins is that Baiken stays in the air. I can just whiff punish Baiken in the air. Who can whiff punish people in the air? I don't understand. How do you whiff punish people in the air, bro? Other people can possibly whiff punish people in the air, but she is one of the best to whiff punish people in the air. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane. It's insane. Ramathal. Do I even need to describe these two characters? Because Ram and Leo are the same. They've always been the same. They're always kind of been up here. And you might want to argue the order of this. If you argue the order of these guys up here, okay, fine, right? Whatever. I'm not going to die on any of these hills, right? If you're like, oh, these characters are a little bit stronger than this character and blah, 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 fine, whatever, dude. But like, they're all so obscenely strong. Ram and Leo are like brother and sister. They've been brother and sister of Guilty Gear Strive forever, right? Ram is just no commitment though. Wait, Ram is just no commitment, no though. GG's, you won. I think you meant like just sword throw and GG's, you won. But like, yeah, Leo's the exact same, but even lower commitment. It's like, yeah, like Ram, you throw sword, you mix them, you win. She wins by touching your block. Like a lot of these characters over here don't win by making you block something. They win by hitting you with something. She wins by making you block something. You block something, she kills you. Like what am I supposed you block, she makes you block, she kills you. She's just Go Lewis, but faster because she has easy access to guard crush, but she actually has better neutral, right? Again, it's non-committal. You can barely reversal it. Barely. And that's a hard read. If I just don't do anything, you die. Like, bro, she's so good. She's so strong. She's good at boxing. She's good at keeping people away. She's also a natural predator to Milia. She's obscene. She's obscene. I don't think I need to really explain why she's strong. Like, she's strong. She's just strong. And she does a lot of damage. She's able to loop her pressure. She's good. Like, she's one of the few characters that the super nerf, like how they nerfed they nerfed positive bonus after supers. It doesn't affect her, bro. It doesn't affect her. She doesn't care about that. She cares about getting both her swords back. She's going to do block string into sword toss, block string into sword toss, and then she's going to mix you anyway. She's going to build 50 meter back due to the post wall break combo. It's fine. Like the gameplay changes didn't affect her at all. Now let's talk about the king. He's the king, bro. He's the king. He's the king. You might say, oh, he's a little bit lower. He's a little bit further. He's the king, bro. GrandmastaJ live, it always feels like a YouTube video. I try. He's the king. Here's why Leo's good. He has the best neutral in the game. Because even if he doesn't have the best neutral in the game, now stay with me now. Even if he doesn't have the quote unquote best neutral in the game, the reward off of his neutral is the highest in the game. His dash is so non-committal. You can just dash block. His dash block is so strong, right? He 2K 2Ds you, that's it, you're in a mix. He 5Ps you, that's it, you're in a strike throw. Best strike throw, one of the best strike throws in the game. True for real, he does the 50-50s you think Slayer does, right? Like, check this out. His strike throw does the same thing you think Slayer does, bro. He still gets back turned so easily, and even after he gets back turned, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Yes, true. Also, one of the most annoying reversals in the game. Hold on, what? See that? You see that? What is that? Also, who cares if you blocked it? Who cares if you blocked his overhead? When I saw this, I had a conniption. You know why? Because you block his overhead. Look at that. And that was a bad cancel. I'm +3. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but I'm +3 on an overhead. That was already 18 frames. It's an 18 frame overhead. And I'm still plus. Not only that, they said, oh, how do we make Leo even less committal? How do we make him even less committal? Let's give this move an obscene amount of pushback. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea, champ. That's a great idea. So even if you want to try to interact with him, right? Even if you want to, right? Bro, what are we talking about? What is this, man? And I don't even know what the frick this move. Oh. Now he can do stuff like this. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know how to beat this guy. Like, he can literally just do this. He can literally do this. It's all funny day long. And the counterplay is just so in his favor now. It's so insane, bro. It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. You read the backdash and he just matches, right? Like, if he does this, you read backdash, he just presses this button on you, and then what? Then what? He presses this button, or God forbid, you do try to press. Check this out. Hold on, what? He hits you with one of these, fully invincible, and he's plus 15. This character has no risk. I don't know what to say. He has no risk. He has infinite rob ability. He can just straight rob you, Ro. Right? If you're not reacting, he can straight rob you. This move straight up, like, oh, shoot. Like, I just want to force something. He's so good at forcing something. And you still don't see him in ranked. Because he's too busy winning brackets, bro. He's too busy winning brackets. Like, I don't know what to say, bro. That's it, bro. I don't know what to say. There's nothing more I even need to say about this character. Check out the list. This is the list. This is my tier list. This is my tier list for Guilty Gear Strive. Guilty Gear Strive season 5, bro. Season 5. This is it. This is where it's at. Grip it, rip it, and ship it. There it is. That took a while. That took, I think, 2 hours. It's kind of crazy, but we had to get through it, man. We had to talk about it. So Vikings in the right place. Yeah, this is the potential squad, bro. This is the potential squad. Everybody past here is playable. Everybody past here is playable, bro. If you go here up, you're playable. You know, that's it, bro.